What's a yummy morning smoothie for an easy breakfast or a tall glass of lemonade on a sweltering day? How about some adult beverages for you and your friends, or even a frozen margarita or daiquiri? Everybody needs ice, and especially in the hot summer months, you're never gonna run out again. Nobody wants to be using those wonky little ice trays. A lot of people don't have the automatic ice maker in their fridge. Well, what if I told you you can have a fresh batch of ice in as little as 7 minutes? What if I told you you could be making over a pound an hour, over 20 or about 26 pounds in every 24 hours? Never again bother somebody and say, hey, on your way in, can you get me a bag of ice? Never stop the party and you have to go get the bag of ice for your drinks, your refreshments. How about keeping your crudité and your shrimp cocktail cold? You are going to love this machine. And here's the best part about it. It is powerful. You can choose the size of your ice. It is, as we say, pretty much the same technology as you would find at restaurants. No water line required. That's right. This means you could take it on the boat. You can take it on the RV. As long as you've got electricity, you've got fresh ice. But new and improved, we've got a larger window. It has a larger bin, so it holds 2.5 pounds of ice, now less emptying for you. Not only that, you're even gonna get the little scooper with the hook. So now your little ice scoop is always on hand. One day only price, $50 off. All your culinary today, as we get you ready for the best summer of your life, is on 5 Flex Pay, which means you're only paying the first $19.99. That's any debit card, any credit card. We will ship it out to you for that first credit card payment. So here are your colors, more colors than ever before, by the way. We've got it available for you in that beautiful red. We also have a black. There's the stainless steel color. Now keep in mind, they are all made in that stainless steel casing, but you can choose the stainless steel. Maybe you want it to match your appliances. Keep this out on the countertop at all times. We've got a turquoise, and then we've also got it available for you in this beautiful copper that looks like rose gold. This is $794,472. It's our best value of the day. I told you you're gonna have the best summer ever and the easiest summer ever. And if you want me to sweeten the deal, remember, we've got our amazing $40 apply and buy coupon going on right now till the end of June, which means sign up for that HSN credit card today and you can take $40 off your first purchase with your brand new credit card. You'd bring this home for $59.95. This is $794,472. And we've got Deb Byers, one of our home experts, live in the studio again. Woman, there ain't no party unless you've got beverages and good drinks.
Oh, you are 100% right. And this is from improvements. And believe it or not, they've actually improved on it. We've had ice makers. They've been hugely popular. But this is more compact, far more efficient, and has a smaller footprint and only weighs 15 pounds. So this truly is a portable ice maker that's going to take you to a party. You're going to get ice every 7 minutes. All you need to do when you get it is simply plug it in. You don't need a water line. You don't need a drain line. You don't need special water. You don't need special filters. All you need is regular water, and then you're going to lift that fabulous new wide window. You'll take the little tray out and fill it with water to the water line. You'll see it. Regular water, nothing special. You can just go ahead and use your regular water. You don't have to use filtered water because all of the ice is flash frozen on the stainless steel rods in the back. And that's why this is amazing, because not only are you getting ice every 7 minutes, Leslie, you are getting better tasting ice. And you said restaurants, the same technology. Think about it for a second. If you went to a restaurant, whether it's a fast food restaurant or a high-end restaurant, and you're drinking soda, or you're having wine, or you're having lemonade, or you're having iced tea, and you've got that kind of yucky taste, you wouldn't go back. You want better tasting ice. The restaurants are making sure that you're getting better tasting ice, and your family deserves it, and this is going to give it to you, and it's going to sit quietly on your counter. And the only sound is that satisfying kerplunk, kerplunk, kerplunk when the ice cubes hit that tray.
Oh, and you can choose the size of your ice cube. Now, these are those cool little bullet ice cubes, Deb, And I know it sounds really silly and we sound crazy out here when we say it, but it's ice technology, right? There is a reason they've got that hollow little core. And restaurants do that too. And I'm telling you, there is a reason behind the craziness, right?
Absolutely, 100%. You're getting the small cubes and you're getting the large cubes. All you need to do is make a choice. You press select when you turn it on and it'll make the small or the large. The large ones are going to be great for going ahead and making the drinks that you want to savor. And to Leslie's point, there's more surface area on the cubes. There you go. More surface area. And that little indentation means the beverage can get in there and stay colder longer. The larger cubes are great for a drink you want to savor. And you can use these on the buffets, to your point, to keep your sushi cold or to keep your shrimp cocktail cold. The smaller ones are going to froth up a smoothie or a protein drink. So you could get up in the morning, plug the coffee in, plug your ice maker in. In 7 minutes, you're going to have ice in that tray, and you can make your morning protein drink with no dairy. So if you're on a diet, this is going to be your new BFF, because the smaller cubes are going to whip that smoothie into a frenzy, and we'll show you that in a bit.
Yeah, it almost feels like the ice is creamy. It does keep the beverages cooler for longer. It does it faster. And remember, this is new and improved. Now, we have sold thousands of these portable ice makers, countertop ice makers here at HSN. They're wildly popular. This time of year, you're going to want one, especially since a lot of us are still staying home. We're trying to save money. We're finally having the get-togethers, the barbecues. Make your life easier. You're never gonna run out of ice. You're never gonna ask somebody to do the ice run for you. 794-472 is your item number. Remember, we gave you a larger window, so now you can keep an eye on your ice progress. Remember that the bin is larger, so now less emptying out, because remember, this is not an ice chest, but you will now be able to hold 2.5 pounds of ice, so you don't have to worry about, stopping and emptying that out. We gave you the little suction cup, so now you're never asking, hey, where's my scooper? Or you got it in there and everybody's sticking their hand in your ice chest. Not gonna happen. And Deb, a question that a lot of people had, this one is self-cleaning, and that's a big deal, because in the past, maybe it wasn't. This is self-cleaning, which gives you that peace of mind.
Absolutely, because you want that fresher tasting ice every single time. And because it's flash frozen, nothing is exposed. The water, nothing is exposed to anything. You don't need a drain line and you don't need a water line, but there is a little plug in the front. So when you do the self-cleaning, you're simply gonna drain it over the sink, or if you're taking this glamping, which you can do, you can simply drain it on the ground. But whatever you decide to do with it, this is a portable, lightweight ice maker that's going to give you better tasting ice every 7 minutes and up to 26 pounds in a 24-hour period. But think about it with the family. Now, you've got the kids. If they're out playing in the backyard and they want to come in, they want a beverage, they want ice, they're opening the freezer, closing the freezer. Are they closing the freezer and defrosting all your hard-earned food? No. Put this out in the yard where they are, plug it in, fill it with water, and then they can go ahead and fill their glasses with beverages. You don't have to have them running in and out of the house. Or when you're having a party, let your guests enjoy something that's elegant. You're not looking at a big styrofoam tub with a big glog of ice that's somebody's got to get the thing and make it all broken up. This is an elegant way to have a party, and every 7 minutes you're going to have that fresh tasting ice regardless of what beverage you're drinking.
I know, and remember, over a pound of ice an hour, which is 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. You want to know what that looks like? That looks like never ever running out of ice. You're going to love it. And Deb, we stacked it up. Those are your 26 pounds of ice, and I mean, that makes me, as the hostess, feel really good. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to babysit. And the machine lets you know when it needs more water. The machine lets you know when your ice is ready. So it does all the work. Let's do colors real quickly again. And remember, no special water needed unless you want to. It's gonna make that clear ice, that smarter ice. I know it sounds kooky when we say it. We've got it in that beautiful candy apple red. And remember, these are all stainless steel. We also have the copper color. We've got the black. We've got the turquoise, which is so fun. Imagine your summer barbecues and events and pool parties with that pretty turquoise. And then we also have it available for you in the stainless color to match your appliances. And by the way, we do have a cover that was made specifically for your ice maker. So if you know it's not gonna live on the countertop, you're gonna put it away, and you're gonna take it on the RV, you wanna keep it nice and protected. We do have that cover. It's on sale, I think, from $19 to like 13 bucks. And we do have both colors, the red and the black, available for you. So keep that in mind. $99.95 is our one day only price. That is a $50 markdown. $20 bill gets it home with your shipping and handling. But that's the thing. It's the season. It's, you know, you have to have that ice. I remember reading a review on a resort in Greece. So my bucket list place is Greece.
Okay.
And the reviewers, you know what they kept saying? It was really weird. They weren't talking about the hotel or the bedding or the pillows. They were talking about the drinks were never cold. And you don't want a lukewarm drink in a party or a pool party or a barbecue, Deb.
There's no question about it. And in this instance, you're not only going to be able to have drinks, every 7 minutes you're going to be able to refill drinks, you're going to have better tasting drinks. And it doesn't matter. Think about it. You want a fresh glass of water, we want to stay hydrated, you're out in the sun, it's going to be terrific. You maybe want a lemonade or maybe an iced tea. It doesn't matter. If you're having poor tasting ice, it can change your whole experience. And you know, the ice trays that we have traditionally that come with our freezer, you get 14 cubes of those. It takes 6.5 hours to make a tray of ice, and then it sits in your freezer, and that's when you get that yucky taste in it.
It absorbs the odors.
Everything that's in there.
Indeed.
If you still have an ice maker, an automatic ice maker that hasn't frozen up and it is making ice, those weird shaped crescent cubes, which I don't even know what those are all about, and it hasn't frozen, it takes 3.5 hours for those to be dropped into a tray. You're getting pristine tasting ice, and I can't stress that enough, because once you taste it, you're going to be totally amazed. And one thing that you said too, Leslie, that this is going to stay on your counter because it's so beautiful, and it's the smallest footprint that we've ever had of any of the improvement ice makers. It's 8.5 inches wide, 7 inches deep, 12 inches deep and 12 inches high at its highest point, but it's very, very, very compact, and it only weighs about 15 pounds. So I have it on my counter. I did get the cover. It makes it look very chic, but you're going to want to keep it out because you're going to want to know that you can have fresh tasting ice instantly every 7 minutes when you plug it in and turn it on and choose your select your size.
And you want to drink more and hydrate more. You know, I know that I drink more water when I load up that glass with ice, when I squeeze a little lemon in it. For some reason, I can't stop drinking water. If I have lukewarm water, if I don't, I just, you know, you just don't drink enough. Same thing with your beverages, whether it's an adult beverage or an adult cocktail or a frozen margarita or a yummy daiquiri, like a pineapple daiquiri, or hey, drinks for the kids. How about, you know, a tall glass of lemonade and Arnold Palmer, some iced tea. At the end of the day, nobody wants a lukewarm drink. It's never gonna happen to you again. And let me tell you, I have a fridge that makes ice. As Deb said, it's those weird shapes. It takes forever, let's just be honest, right? It takes forever.
It does, hours.
I moved into an apartment once that had a really fancy fridge, and I was like, the ice maker's not working. There was no water line. You don't need a water line. If you've got an outlet, if you've got electricity, you've got ice, you guys.
Absolutely, and all you need to do is go ahead and put the ice, you take the little tray out, and you simply pour the water. There's a little water line in there, and you'll be able to see it when you get this home. You're simply going to fill it, boom, just like that, and then you put the little tray in, and it's going to do its thing. And then when it says that it needs more water, it'll tell you that, and when that little ice tray gets full with 2.5 pounds of ice, you simply take it out, put it in a bag, but if you're having a party, you're going to be scooping this ice out into beverages, and particularly if you're going to be using them for adult beverages and whipping up those fabulous drinks.
And I'm on right now. I think you promised me a smoothie.
I did. And I'm nervous about making, this is my first time making a smoothie for you in public. I do it at home, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to make a mess.
You mean in front of 98 million homes?
Yes.
Here's the thing too, Deb, you know, we feel this ice drama, this, you know, when you are the host of the party and you're kind of rationing ice, you're like, hold on a second, that's the dirty ice, and hold on, don't stick your hand in that one, and then you're like giving people like 4 cubes and 4 cubes in each drink because you're afraid to run out. That doesn't happen. That's not gonna happen anymore. And we know this is the time of year you are looking for the ice makers. We know this is the time of year that, gosh, it's been way too long without our friends and family. We wanna have the get-togethers. We wanna have the hang hangouts and the summer barbecues, you're gonna be able to do that today. This is 794-472 from Improvements, new and exclusive, more colors than ever before. Remember, we've got that copper. The stainless steel is in the lead. We are estimating the stainless steel will go first, you guys. We've got that bright, happy, cheerful turquoise, and we also have the black available for you. If you'd like to buy the cover, we do have those available right now, but not as many as the ice makers. So if it's something you're interested in, red or black available, and it is on sale. I thought you'd never ask.
I'm telling you, that was a great success. I'm so excited because you're getting a creamier smoothie. So think about that. There was no dairy in there. There was just fruit and juice and ice. The small cubes, because they whip better, and they'll give you that frothy, delicious smoothie.
No cream.
No creams, no dairy. So if you're watching your weight, this is the way to go. The smaller cubes are perfect for whipping that up and enjoying that. So your protein drinks are going to be better. Your smoothies are going to be more delicious. And I'm so excited that I was able to do it without making a mess all over the table.
Oh, you're perfect. You're perfect. And here's the thing, too. It's like, it's breakfast. It's, you know, keeping your bottles chilled because nobody wants lukewarm wine. It's the kids' beverages. How about the non-alcoholic, the mocktails, right? It is all of those delicious, yummy treats and those refreshments. How about just keeping your seafood cold? Or your fruit platter cold, or how about your crudité, right? Your mozzarella sticks and your yummy tomatoes and all of those beautiful charcuterie platters that everybody's putting on Pinterest everywhere. You need the ice. And if you go to the supermarket or you buy the ice in the gas station, have you ever stopped to wonder and you're like, where is this water coming from? Who made this ice for me, right? Because for the most part, we don't think about it, but sometimes we do, and you're like, I don't know, this ice tastes kind of funny. Deb, it absorbs all those odors wherever it's being made.
Absolutely, and because this is portable, remember, it only weighs about 15 pounds. You only need power, and you only need a water source. Remember, you're not plugging anything in other than the plug. You don't have to have a drain. You don't have to have a water line. So think about the fact that you can take this with you. If you like to go camping, if you like to go glamping, if you're going to a party, take this with you. The hostess will be so thrilled to have you show up with an ice maker that's going to be pouring out every 7 minutes fresh tasting ice that everybody can enjoy. And you want to look after your family. You want to be able to entertain and give your guests the best experience. And this is going to give you that. You're not going out and getting a 40-pound bag of ice. Somebody's got to go. Who's got the money? Who's got the car? You bring it in, you put it in a cooler. Half of it is a big block. Half of it is melted. No, this is an elegant way for you to present your ice. You're getting the scoop today. It's gorgeous. It's super quiet. We've got 4 machines working at top volume.
And we're right up to them with our microphones on.
Absolutely. And all you're hearing is that satisfying kerplunk, kerplunk, kerplunk.
I'm going to quote her all day on that.
Of the ice being harvested, and that's the technical term. I learned that. Now I know all about ice. It was harvesting into the basket. So it's an amazing thing. Be able to watch it. It's absolutely fun. But the most important thing, you are drinking ice that is flash frozen and better tasting, regardless of what beverages that you're going to be drinking. And it's better for your family, and it's more fun for your guests.
So come on over here. We want to show you all of these wonderful colors that we've got for you, because they're really pretty, right? And if you're going to keep something out on your countertop, maybe you don't have the fancy fridge. Maybe you have the fancy fridge, but you don't have the water line, or you just don't want to pay for the water line. You don't want to pay for the fancy fridge. We've got you covered. This can live on your countertop. It's a small footprint. You're looking at that copper color here, which is so beautiful. It almost looks like a rose gold. When you come on over, actually there's none in the center there. I'm so little, and I have my big girl shoes on. It's weird. We've also got it available for you in the stainless steel, and this is the #1 most popular color right now. If this is the one you want, don't go to bed tonight without ordering yours, because it is very popular at this moment. The turquoise is fun. This to me screams, you know, tiki bar, party, you know, Hamptons. It's just so much fun in that turquoise. We've also got it in the black. Notice that the black looks almost like a hematite color, okay? So it's not a solid black. These are all encased in the stainless steel. And then we do have it available for you in that red. There were improvements made on this Improvements ice maker, and that was because we listened to your requests, which is, you know, which is what we always try to do. We always want to make you happy. So we gave you a larger window. more capacity, because remember, this is not an ice chest. So you do have to empty out that basket, but with 2.5 pounds, or it's holding over 2 pounds of ice, now there's less, you know, coming back and forth and emptying it out. We also gave you the little suction cup for the scooper, which is really nice as well, because now you're like, where's the scooper? Who used it last? You know, and you're not doing all that thing. But the most important thing is, as a host, you're never gonna have to bother somebody and say, hey, on your way in, can you bring me a bag of ice? Or you're never gonna have to go out. Maybe you've had a couple of drinks, you don't wanna get in that car. You want to just have that ice there, Deb.
Absolutely, and in front of you, in front of the wine, which is important, the wine, there's that cola. Look at how great the cubes are. Well, we're calling them cubes, and they really are cubes, but they're a little bullet shape. How fun is that? Well, they're by design. They're actually making the drink colder and keeping it colder longer because of that little bit of recess. The beverage actually can get into that recess, so you're actually going to chill your drink faster and keep it colder longer.
Less watered down too.
And yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're like, there's no vodka in this. That is famous last words. It's not gonna water down, or it's gonna water down slower, and that's what you want, right? Because look, usually you've got that puddle of water right on the top of your soda cup. You know, there's a reason the ice in the restaurants, you're like chomping away at it. It feels so good, right? It's so yummy. It's a creamier ice. It is ice technology, ice science. It's a better batch every time. And remember, ice in as little as 7 minutes and 26 pounds per day, per 24 hours. That's over a pound an hour. So all you have to do is say yes today, choose your color. Remember, for a $20 bill, and that's anybody shopping with us right now, FlexPay is for all of you. You don't have to sign up for anything or register for anything. If you've got a card you like to shop with, a debit card, a credit card, $19.99 will get it home with your shipping and handling. And if you want to take another $40 off our already $50 markdown, ask about that HSN credit card. It's a no annual fee card. And if you sign up today and you get approved just for signing up, we've got that $40 apply and buy coupon. And that's really cool. We don't always do the $40. Sometimes we do $10, $20 back. This is $40, the largest coupon we do. You'd be bringing this ice maker home and really just checking another thing off your summer fund list. Bring it home for $59.95. 794472 is your item number. And we got to talk about the brand improvements, because there are a lot of ice makers out there, Deb, that you will find that don't have this kind of legacy in the name. There are a lot of no-name brands. Improvements was that catalog that's been around since 1992 that we loved getting. They just make really smart problem solvers.
They absolutely do, and they improve on everything. So we have had several ice makers in the past. This, in my opinion, and I've had most of them, is the most efficient, the smallest footprint. The ice has been consistent in all these machines. It's really phenomenal that it's making all this ice in 7 minutes. It's dropping into the tray. So you can be confident. Look at how great that is. And the shape is beautiful, very, very consistent. So that makes a better looking drink as well as a better tasting drink. Remember, the stainless steel rods are the secret to the taste of your ice. That fabulous sound. Here we're gonna do the plunker, plunker, plunk. I mean, and it's fun for your guests as well. I mean, if you're having kids or you've got a party, this really is something that's fun to watch. You're not gonna see this happening in your freezer. You'll be standing there with the freezer open defrosting all the chicken, but now you can simply leave it on the counter, let it do its thing. It is fun to watch, but it's making ice that tastes better. And we all wanna be able to have a drink, do a toast, cheer one another, entertain one another, and do it with this beautiful ice maker that you can take with you to a party or simply leave it on the counter and let it do its thing. Every 7 minutes, you're going to get ice, and 26 pounds in a 24-hour period. It's a little powerhouse.
And self-cleaning too. So less of that worrying about, how, you know, is it getting gunky in there? Is it getting musty in there? It is self-cleaning, which is something you requested as well. Any kind of water will do. So you could do the spring water, you could do the bottled water. It will tell you when it's time to replace the water, so you don't have to worry about that. And I want to remind you, if you are just tuning in, no installation. There's no water line required. All you need is electricity, Deb, and you're getting 26 pounds of ice every 24 hours. I want to show you the fridge again because that's pretty impressive. In fact, most of us don't have space to store all the ice you're going to have. So at some point, you'll probably, I know it sounds, you know, counterintuitive, at some point you might turn off the ice machine because this is 26 pounds of ice.
Well, better than that, just throw a party.
You're my girl. Deb's a woman after my heart. That's what I'm talking about. Look at 26 pounds of ice. You are getting so much ice. There's never again the ice rationing, the panic, the trips in the middle of the party. And you know what? From breakfast to an iced coffee for a mid-afternoon, you know, pickup, to a tall glass of lemonade. Is your child having the lemonade stand? You know, do you just love a big glass of iced tea in the afternoon while you sit on the porch? Frozen drinks. A lot of people are actually, you know, trying to save money, Deb.
Yes.
So we will be doing more things at home. We'll have the get-togethers. We'll have the summer grilling. I know it sounds crazy, but this is a small investment you make, which means the parties are better at home anyway. If you've got good friends, good food, good drinks,
you're good.
you're good.
You are good. And another point that's really important, we're all drinking our beverages out of those, particularly our coffees and our juices, in those little neck bottles. So these will fit in those little neck bottles, whether you choose the larger cubes and I say cubes, again, remember they're bullet shaped, but we're gonna call them cubes because that's what we all know. These will fit in those small neck bottles. And if you go to that $1 million coffee store, talking about saving money, and you get the drink that comes in the little jar that looks like the old-fashioned milk bottles, get that bottle home, make your own iced coffee. These cubes will go in that little neck and you can have a delicious iced coffee and save the $6 that you would be paying at the $1 million store. The water bottles that we all know and love have smaller necks now. Put the cubes in there, keep them cold. The crescent shapes that come from the ice maker in your freezer that may or may not be working aren't gonna fit in that bottle. The big cubes that you've got in the ice tray that are tasting yucky because they're exposed to all your frozen food aren't going to fit in that bottle, but the ones that you're going to be able to make in your fabulous new improvement ice maker are going to get in there, and they're going to keep your beverages on the go colder longer. It's just a phenomenal way to go.
We're solving the ice conundrum. You are never going to be worried about the ice, how the ice tastes, the fridge isn't working fast enough, I don't have a water line, I want to take this on the tailgate. Remember, if you've got electricity or some sort of little power station, you can take this with you on the RV. You can take it on the boat. You can take it to the friend's house for the summer barbecue. I hope you order yours tonight. We are very busy. If you want that stainless steel color, that is the most popular, but more colors than ever before. A machine that has been wildly popular, and now we even made those improvements for you. So self-cleaning, 2.5 pound capacity, so less emptying out, a bigger window for you so you see how well you're doing with your ice. And remember, the machine tells you what it needs. Add water, empty it out when it says ice full. Do you want small cubes? Do you want large cubes? It is as easy as it gets. And we are at a time, but keep in mind, for a $20 bill, small price to pay, Deb, for something that'll be like your best friend in all your summer festivities. So 794-472 is your item number. Don't forget to add that cover if you'd like to have it covered up, if it's gonna live like, you know, in a covered space, or it lives in the outdoor bar or that type of thing in the cabinet. Of course, you don't wanna get this wet.